Right, the answer to Beat the Radio's toughest challenge with you in 10 minutes' time, but first, it's time to catch up with Dextramine 90. He'll be with you next after this track from his new album. The album is Smiler. This is Losing My Cool.
What you doing? Baby, you must think that I've been clueless. Darling, don't know who you think you're fooling. It ain't me though. You do this. Call me up and ask me at the blue, yeah. Girl, you got me feeling like I'm losing it. It's real love, and I've tried, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you. And I've tried, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. Can't live with losing you. I've tried, but I can't lie. I'm losing my cool. I'm losing my cool. I can't live with losing you. I can't live with losing you. I can't lie. I'm losing my cool.
The track is Losing My Cool. It's taken from the new album by Dextramine 90. The album is Smiler. It's out as of now. And before we go any further, let's bring Wayne, who's Dextramine 90, into the chat. Hiya.
Hi, Dean. Thanks for having me on the show again.
My pleasure. Congratulations on Smiler, and well done on getting it out, because we've been talking about it for a while now, haven't we?
We certainly have, yeah. I just can't believe it's finally out. It's taken a whole year. And to be honest, it nearly didn't happen, because what I'd done, the previous album I'd done written during many of the lockdowns, so I'd kind of got a bit more time on my hands. And when everything got back to normal, it was a real struggle as my time had suddenly become very limited. I mean, the ideas were still flooded through, but I was really struggling with the motivation. And the tracks I'm working on, I wasn't really happy with. And this went on for a couple of months. So we decided, you know what, we'll just get away. And we went to the Oktoberfest at a well-known UK theme park not too far from here.
Yeah.
And after being flipped around, thrusted and spun for 2 days, my adrenaline was through the roof, and I thought, this is what I need. I need to try and harness this energy and try and channel it into my beats. So that's what I did. When I got home, I scrapped most of the tracks that I've been working on and basically rewrote the foundations for what is now the album over those few days. 4 of the tracks I actually drafted in one night, and one of them was What You Do To Me, which was on the radio earlier on this week. And when I played a few of the tracks to one of my friends, she always said, your tracks always bring a smile to my face. So I thought, there you go. That's got to be the title of the album. And it just fits it
very
perfectly.
good. Yeah, that's good. Smiler, yeah, brilliant. Losing My Cool is the track that we just heard there. What's the story behind that one, Wayne?
Yeah, I started that track with one of the mini Dextramines about a year ago, and it was actually going to be the next single after the Shadow of the Cat album, but we couldn't find a way to finish it, so we kind of put it on hold. And then when I was down in London, working there early part of the year, I had a street band. They were playing like ska tracks, kind of like a jazz band with trumpets and everything outside Waterloo Station. And I thought, that is what the track needs. So I went straight back to the hotel room and finished it off that night. Added some trumpets in it, and it's kind of given it a drum and bass meets northern soul meets ska vibe to it.
All of the tracks sound very high-end. You know, they're very professionally done. I know you've got your home studio and all the rest of it. It feels like there's been some pro mastering, for example, done on all of this.
Yeah, I've got to say that's down to Andrew from the Glitchworld label, who did an amazing job. I usually do the mastering myself, but he said, you know what, look, just give me a week, so I'll see what I can do. And if you don't like it, we'll go with yours. So I thought, okay, fair enough. So a few days later, the tracks came back, and when I put them on, I just thought, whoa. He made them sound incredible and just took them all to a different level. And he's a dubstep producer by profession, so he knew exactly what to do with them. And yeah, really, really pleased.
Tell us about Glitchworld.
Yeah, well, I started sending my tracks off to a music blog site, and I got some approvals back from a few record companies, but they're only interested in like specific tracks, and I really wanted someone to take the whole album, which was Shadow of the Cat. And then Andrew from Glitchworld approached me and he said, look, tell me what you want to release. So I sent him what I'd got, and he said, okay. And that was that. I've been working with them ever since, and they're an amazing global label, and they've got some incredible artists on there, and some of which I've become really, really good friends with since I've been on the label, and love to work with them in the future.
Have you looked beyond Smiler?
I have, yeah. I've actually got two brand new tracks, all mastered and ready to drop. I think one's out in May, the other one's out in June. They're really happy, bouncy tunes with that, that summer festival EDM vibe. I also want to start introducing some more organic instruments into my tracks, so I've started learning the guitar more. I could play to the basic level, my dad taught me, but I want to learn it a bit more in depth. So who knows, we might even get a band with a family, so get Mrs. Dextramine's vocals, the kids on tambourines, we could be the travelling Dextramines.
I love the fact that we know Mrs. Dextramine and the mini Dextramines through the beat. I mean, you're there from hour number one, aren't you? Right from the icebreaker onwards.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. It's become our go-to show every Saturday. But one request, could you make the toughest challenges a bit more easy?
Oh, some people say harder. I mean, we can't win with it, honestly.
No, I really struggle with maths, and more so after a few dark runs. But, I mean, last week she'd actually got a spreadsheet on the go trying to work out how many records and T-shirts have been sold. Yeah, well, fantastic show.
I absolutely admire the way that you approach it. Thank you for being here tonight. It's great to have you on board again. Congratulations on Smile, and where's the best place to find you online?
You can find me on Dextramine 90 on all the socials, and all the tunes are on Spotify and the streaming sites.
BBC introducing
BBC Radio Nottingham.